My best friend is in love with my uncle. She's also paying me a small fortune to play Cupid. When I delivered the scarf she knitted for him, my uncle's jaw tightened. A notification pinged on my phone. $10,000, he said, his voice flat. Consider your services purchased. When I passed along her handwritten love letter, he didn't even glance at it. His face darkened as he tapped on his phone. 20,000. He bit out. Don't ever do this again. I was getting paid by both of them. Life was good until the day before his birthday. I walked in carrying a massive bouquet of 99 red roses. Courtesy of my very determined best friend, he exploded. His face was a mask of cold fury as he ripped the flowers from my arms and smashed them on the floor. I thought you knew the line, Ava, he seethed, his voice dangerously low. But I see you've learned to be shameless. He took a step closer, towering over me. Stop fantasizing. I could never, ever feel that way about you. Not in this lifetime. I just stared, stunned, but past the anger, I saw it clear as day, the desperate, agonizing conflict in his eyes. Hold on a second, buddy, let's get something straight. I see you as my uncle, so why are you acting like you want to be my husband? Tomorrow is Connor's 30th birthday. Every year, I give him a small, handmade gift, nothing expensive or flashy, just something thoughtful. Tonight, like always, he was sitting in the living room, waiting for me to get home, but the moment he saw the massive bouquet of red roses in my arms, something in him snapped. His face, usually so composed, went cold. I instantly knew what he was thinking, what he'd misunderstood, and opened my mouth to explain, but before I could, he ripped the bouquet from my hands and slammed it onto the marble floor. The petals scattered like droplets of blood. His brow was furrowed, his eyes filled with a deep, crushing disappointment. Have you no shame, Ava? His voice was low, cutting. Even if we're not blood, I'm still your guardian. I'm your uncle. He took a step closer, his shadow falling over me. All these years, you've given me these suggestive little gifts. I let it slide because I thought you knew the line, but now this. Are you really pushing it this far? I was speechless for a second, then found my voice. This is from Chloe, I explained, my tone steady despite the tremor inside me. She just asked me to give it to you. Chloe is my best friend and, out of all the women vying for Connor's attention, the only one I actually like. She has a great personality, she's gorgeous, and even Connor seems to enjoy her company. She wanted to surprise him for his birthday. The plan was for me to be the advance guard with the roses. She was hiding outside, waiting for the right moment to come in and confess her feelings. As her designated wingwoman and paid consultant, I was happy to play my part in her slightly cheesy, rom-com-worthy plan, but when I pulled open the front door to prove I was telling the truth, the porch was empty. Asterisk, what the hell? Where did she go? Asterisk, way to flake out at the crucial moment. Chloe, now what do I do? I turned back to Connor, my mind racing, but meeting his gaze made the words die in my throat. His expression was a storm of conflict, disappointment, yes, but also a raw, painful longing. The rest of it, the part that twisted my stomach into a knot, I refused to acknowledge. He grabbed my arm, his grip tight, and pulled me onto the porch, forcing me to look at the empty, manicured lawn. The night air was cold against my skin. His voice was laced with an arctic chill I'd never heard before. I've raised you for over a decade, Ava. I didn't do it so you could learn to lie to my face like this. He gestured vaguely at the darkness. Stop using Chloe as a shield. You're not worthy of even mentioning her name in the same breath. She's a decent, reserved girl. She would never be so shameless. In all the years I'd lived with him, he had never spoken to me with such contempt. It was humiliating, utterly, profoundly humiliating. I clutched at the sleeve of his cashmere sweater. It's not like that. He shook me off like I was a piece of dirt, pulling out his phone. His fingers moved across the screen with grim familiarity. A notification pinged on my phone. I just sent you $10,000, he said, his voice flat. Consider the flowers bought, and consider whatever pathetic fantasy you've cooked up in